Hey friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and in today's video we're going to do a little demonstration for how I fold my fabric. Now, spoiler alert, there are 3 different folds that I do. There's the fat quarter, which would be anything that leads up to a fat quarter. There would be the half yard fold, which is anything from a half yard all the way up to a yard. And then there's the yardage fold, which is basically anything a yard plus. You are going to need, for the yardage, some comic boards, which I will link to in the first comment down below this video. You can get those pretty cheaply off of Amazon, so pick some up if you want to follow this system. First up is a fat quarter, and I want to tell you before I fold this that I do not take the time to refold every single fat quarter that comes into my studio, especially if it is in a manufacturer bundled fat quarter bundle, because that would just be a little silly. So what I do is I take those, I put them on my shelf exactly as they are, but as I start using those fat quarters or pulling them and cutting into them, then I change the game and I start folding them a little differently. So for a fat quarter, I'm going to take it and lay it on the table so that the selvage edge is away from me. I'm going to pick up the cut edge and lay it on top of that. And then I want to do this thing where I make sure that the fabric isn't twisted. So I pick it up and I put my finger in between the 2 layers on both corners. I'm kind of holding it like this. So I've got my middle finger down here, my thumb up here, and my pointer right in between those 2 layers of fabric. And then I'm going to pick it up and I'm just going to kind of scooch it back and forth until I can make sure that it's hanging nice and cleanly. There are no twists, there are no turns, there's no crooked wonkiness going on. And then I'm going to lay it down on the table very gently in front of me, and I'm going to smooth it out with my hands very gently. I'm going to pick up this fold and I'm going to pull it over just past the selvage and the cut edge on the other side. And then I'm going to make sure that everything's laying nice and flat, there are no skews. I'm going to pick up one side and fold that in towards the middle, and then the other side and fold that in towards the middle. And then I'm just going to fold that in half, and I have a nicely folded fat quarter that has no cut edges exposed, and it's still the same size as the fat quarters that come in bundles or the traditional fold that I find most quilt shops do, except it's folded like my yardage is, so when I need to get a width of fabric cut from my fat quarter, I can. I'm not cutting parallel to the selvage, I'm cutting the opposite way, and I don't remember what the technical term is for that, but it allows me to cut my fat quarters in the same manner that I would cut my yardage. Now let's move on to half yard cuts. Half yard cuts are pretty much the same fold as a fat quarter, but this time you're dealing with the entire width of fabric. And so I do the thing where I kind of scunch the fabric back and forth, and then I lay it down on the table, and I fold the 2 selvage edges up to the fold, and I smooth it out, and then I pick up the fold and fold that up to the 2 selvages and the previous fold. And now this is going to give me a nice thick section of fabric, and then I'm going to pick up from the right side, fold in towards the middle, pick up from the left side, fold in towards the middle, and then fold that in half. And that gives me a little package of fabric that's folded just like my fat quarters. It allows me to cut my half yard and up in the same manner that I would cut yardage off of a bolt, and it's nice and tidy, and there are no cut edges or loose strings or any messy bits really that are being exposed from it. And it does feel substantially different from my fat quarter. My fat quarter feels thinner and my half yard cut feels a little bit thicker. So I tend to keep them in 2 separate areas. There you go. But if I wanted to mingle them, anything less than a yard, I could totally put these together because they're approximately the same size. So now let's move on to the yardage. And this is the one that is a game changer for me because it allows me to treat all of my yardage as little individual bolts. So if I need to cut a half yard off of a mini bolt of fabric that I have, I don't have to pull it out, unfold the whole thing, cut a half yard, fold it back up and put it in there. I can just pull it out like they would at a quilt shop, roll off some of the fabric that I need, take my cut, put the bolt back and work with the piece that I've cut off of the bolt. Let me show you what I do. So here's a piece of yardage that I've kind of already started folding this way, but it all starts with the same thing that I did with my fat quarter and my half yard. I need to get the fabric so that I have it folded just like it would have been on the bolt. Just one fold where the two selvage ends kind of meet up. This one's a little askew, and you can see it's that way all the way through this cut. I'm not going to take the time to line these selvage edges up. I'm going to leave it the way it is because I've got a nice crease already here, and I can deal with that later when I cut off my cut and I want to press that piece of fabric and start working with it. So the first thing that I do, I've got to stand up for this one, is I grab my fabric at the fold. So in one hand I'm holding the two selvages, and in the other hand I'm holding that fold. And then I'm going to fold it in on itself so that the fold meets the selvages, and then I'm just going to grab it by the two hands like this and continue to go along the entire length of the yardage so that the fold is lining up with the selvage. And as I'm going, I'm shaking it out a little bit to make sure that I don't have any skews or twists or turns in the yardage. Now, I will say it is a little bit more difficult to do this when the fabric is larger. So this is really easy to do for anything that's 1 or 2 yards, maybe even 3, but you start getting north of 3 yards and folding that fabric that entire length starts to get to be a little wonky, and you're going to have some areas that aren't perfectly cooperating, and for those I just leave them in there and I smooth it out the best I can with my fingers and my hands when I'm folding it. Once I have my fold lined up with my selvage ends and it doesn't appear to have too many twists, turns, whatever in the fabric, I lay it down on the mat. Let me show you. I like to put it so that the fold is near me. I grab a comic book and I lay it on top of the fabric with about half of the width of that comic book, so about 3 or 4 inches hanging off to the left. I tuck that 3 to 4 inches in on top of the comic board, and I look at this fold down here at the bottom, and that's what I'm going to eyeball and keep lined up. So I'm going to wrap it around this comic board, and each time I fold it in on itself, I'm making sure that the fold is lined up with the fold that I'm incorporating into the little mini bolt. And I just go this way all the length of my yardage, making sure that as I'm putting it onto my mini bolt, if there are any areas that are not playing nicely, I'm just smoothing them out with my hand and kind of spreading the love with the wrinkles. As I said, I'm not worried about starching this or pressing it and making it all perfect. This is just to get the bolt into my stash. And when I take my cut and I start working with the fabric, I'll worry about pressing it and getting it all perfect at that point. So there you have it. That's how I fold my yardage, my half yard to a yard, and my fat quarters. Folding fabric on comic boards is not something I can take credit for. This has been something that has been done and redone time and again. It's just a system that I adopted early on when I started sewing, and I love it because it allows me to cut fabric with the fabric very, very easily. So I don't have to worry about unfolding my fabric. I can get to it quickly, and the best part is it allows me to display all of my fabric on a shelf so I can see every piece of fabric that I have, which makes it super fun to go shopping for my stash. And when I pull something out, I don't have to worry about lifting a bunch of fabric to get something that's on the bottom. I can just pull it off just like I would a book. That's today's quick tip. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye!